What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to Treebeard's Toy Box. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Alien 40th Anniversary Wave 4, the Alien Geiger variant, Ripley in compression suit, and Lambert action figures from Neca. Now I have the complete first wave, and now the complete fourth wave, and I'm in the middle of completing wave 2 and 3. But anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and take a look at Lambert first. And I do believe that all of these figures were once released quite some time ago. But this is going to be a completely different paint job than this. And we get the photo reel now with these two figures, so that's nice. And we're getting it on both of these head sculpts. So yeah, let's go ahead and set the other two aside and get a look at Lambert. And here is Lambert. And you see we've got the old school Kenner style packaging here. I love the blue. And then this awesome image here. I love it as warning, Alien. The old school Neca logo there. And at the top, we get the Alien 40th Anniversary, ages 17 and up. And then on the side there, we get the Alien, and again at the top, it's got the 40th Anniversary logo. And a nice image on the side there, and we get the logo at the bottom, and the Alien image up here. And then on the back here, we get a little bio, and it's just about the movie if you want to pause it there and read that. But yeah, I think it's the same, I do believe, on every box. There's nothing special for each character. But yeah, I love it. In space, no one can hear you scream. And you get this wonderful image of Lambert up here at the top. The likeness looks pretty dang good. Love that they're using the photo reel on this batch of re-releases. But yeah, pretty stoked to check her out. So here is Lambert out of the packaging. And this is a pretty cool figure. The new head sculpt looks amazing. Like the likeness isn't perfect, but it's pretty close to Veronica Cartwright, and yeah, I like it a lot. A little look closer there. I think that it turned out really nice. Yeah, they just keep getting better and better, NECA does, and especially since they've been using the photo reel. Now for her body, like the base body, that is going to be a complete reuse of the body we get for Dallas. We're just going to get a different color. And yeah, I did a little scan over it. I looked front to back and I didn't see any differences. We've got a couple of paint differences, but that's it. We get the names there, Dallas and then Lambert, but all the molding and the sculpting and everything is the same. Here's the back of them. You can see like just some slight paint variations on the backpacks there, along with the obvious colors, but yeah, some of the controls are just painted slightly different. Same hoses and everything. But yeah, but I knew that going into it. It's all about the new face there. And I think that it looks amazing. But yeah. And of course, all the sculpt work and the detail looks really good. The paint's a little messy, but where it really counts, it's not. Like in these little spots, it's pretty clean. The places where it's kind of messy are in areas where it should be weathered a little bit. So I think it actually works. And it's not as obvious, so I'm not going to hold that against him. Yeah, she looks really good. I love these suits. Fantastic. Yeah. Got these big old pads. These padded suits are crazy. They're so bulky. But yeah, they look cool. Yeah, we'll set her back here for a second and check out her accessories. And she's actually going to come with the same exact accessories that Dallas came with, except she also comes with this. We get this alternate head. It looks really good. She's freaking out. So I like that. And then we also get the helmet. Same helmet we get with Dallas. Pretty much same paint job too. And then we get this little flashlight here. Yeah. And then I don't remember what these are called, but we get another one of these little guns. Dallas came with one of these too. And it's got some pretty nice detail on there. Got a little bit of red there and there. It's like some black and some gunmetal gray, some weathering. I think overall it looks pretty decent. Yeah. So that is it for accessories. And now let's go ahead and go over some articulation. So for the head, she's just got the little ball peg. There's a lot of that happening on this figure, but I actually really like that. For the shoulders, we get the hinge there. They go up pretty far. They were a little tight, all the joints were, so I did heat her up a little bit with a hairdryer. We get this bicep turn there. And we're gonna get single jointed elbows, and we don't get a whole lot of movement just because of how bulky the suit is. We get a swivel there, and then see, we get that there, and that gives us all kinds of movement. I love that they do that. And then we get this joint up here, like the swivel there, and then we get another one here. So there's tons of movement up here. Look at that. Pretty good. I like that a lot. Side to side is pretty good. Yeah. And then for the legs, you just gotta watch to not get her diaper caught there like I did. Go out about that far. They actually can go back pretty far too. And we'll just get that, there we go. Now this is an older mold, so it's some older articulation they're using. They've just started using some articulation that's a little bit better, and I don't know if they're using a different factory too, but they've definitely made some improvements. So it goes out about that far. She can actually do the splits, look at that. Move that down. Yeah, that diaper's really coming up there, but that is not an issue. I'm going to hit that with some heat, and that'll come right down. We'll work that out. And then we only get the single jointed knees, and it's pretty hindered by the suit there. And we do get the swivel there for the thigh, But I would definitely recommend heating her up. And then we get this beautiful ball peg for the ankle as well. So all kinds of movement. I was going to pop it off there and show you, but I don't want to break it, but it feels pretty durable. I like that they do that. I don't know how you feel about that, but I like that, as opposed to like the hinge and all that. But yeah, I think she is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with her. But let's go ahead and move on to Ripley for now. And here is Ripley in her compression suit. And again, we have the classic Kenner style packaging here with the beautiful blue, old school Neca logo, the alien, the warning. And again, we get that logo on the top. And the side there, we get alien, Ripley in her compression suit, and the logo at the top again. And over on this side, we get this nice image of Ripley right here. And she's in her compression suit. We get that logo down there at the bottom, and we get the alien art up here at the top. And for the back here, we're going to get a nice image of Ripley and the alien, same bio, and then we're going to get a look at all the other figures from the line. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get her open and check her out. And here is Ripley out of the packaging. And this is probably going to be my favorite Ripley head sculpt. She has one of those heads that for some reason, I don't know if it's because they don't have the rights. I thought they did have the rights. But it's always really hard for them to get a good looking Sigourney Weaver head. I don't know what the problem is. Hasbro had a problem with it with their Ghostbusters figures. And I'll show a comparison with all the other Ripleys I have later on, but this is definitely the best they've done. And man, they have trouble with her mouth. I don't know what it is, but this is definitely the best, and I like it a lot. So again, here we're going to have the same base body as we did with Dallas and Lambert. The only difference being, obviously, the colors. But this little area here, with Lambert and Dallas, they both have this little pack here. And I'm not sure exactly what that's for, but I know that it's not on the suit that Ripley's wearing. But this is from a scene that is definitely one of my favorite scenes in the movie, and I will never forget it. I used to have a pretty big crush on Sigourney Weaver when I was younger. She's still quite a beautiful woman. But yeah, something about this last scene when she's climbing into this suit, oh man, I will never forget. But yeah, it's the same suit as the other ones. It's painted white, and get the same backpack. It's all painted white, and you can see, I don't know if they meant to do that for weathering, but you can kind of see the color underneath. I don't know if that's supposed to be that way, but it looks like it's a little darker, but it works for weathering, in my opinion. Same here. And I forgot to mention with Lambert, but these are, you probably saw when I was lifting her arms up, but these are nice and flexible, so they don't get in the way at all. Lots of nice details. It's all in white and this like cream color. Yeah, these little symbols here on her thumbs. Little symbol in the butt there. Yeah, looking pretty good. And the likeness to Sigourney Weaver is way better than any of the other figures. I don't know what it is about this one, but I think they definitely made an improvement. This one looks really nice. So as far as accessories go, she doesn't come with a whole lot. We're gonna get her helmet here. There you go. And the helmet for her is actually slightly different than Lambert and Dallas's as well. She does not have the light on the top of it. So I just thought I'd make a note of that. But everything else is the same. She's got these little plug-in spots for the hoses that are on her backpack. And I'll show you for the helmet, for putting it on, I'll at least show it in some pictures, but it's best for you to pop the heads off. It's pretty easy, and you're gonna pop the head off and then set this over top, pop the head back in, and then put this on top. That way you don't have to worry about messing the paint up on the face or anything like that. So that's what I've been doing. So we get her helmet, and then we get this little some kind of like weird dart gun or something that she used at the end of the film when she's trying to get the alien out of the spaceship. So this has got some nice detail. Got this like reddish color up the side. It's in this gunmetal gray. Looks really good. Some silvers along the top there. And then we also get the little things she was loading into it. Whatever they are. They look like lawn darts. Here's another one right here with it open. The detail's really nice. These came out really good. But yeah, that's gonna do it for accessories, right? Yeah. So let's move on to articulation, and we're gonna run through it real quick. I did heat her up a little with a hairdryer. It's going to be the same exact articulation as Lambert. So yeah, we get the hinge for that. You know, the ball peg for the head. I already did that. Bicep swivel. And the single jointed elbows. And they are pretty hindered there. And we get a little rotation there. Love the ball peg they use for the wrists and for the ankles. And all this is going to be the same, so plenty of movement there. This is a nice separate piece, so it looks connected, but it's not going to break or get in the way. For the legs, we got that far, and we're going to go back again. And she will do the splits. And again, with the single jointed knees, we get rotation here as well. And then our ball peg for the ankle rotation. Yeah, and that's going to do it for Ripley's articulation. So yeah, pretty stoked. The main thing about this figure, again, like Lambert, is the brand new head. So the face sculpt is really nice. The photo reel is really nice. It's nice and soft. So not a lot of gloss. I like that. Sometimes when they use the photo reel, especially with Hasbro, Neca does it a little differently, but it's something real nice and soft about her face. It looks really good. The other ones are pretty glossy. I'll show you here. Actually, we'll go ahead and look at some of those right now. So the first Ripley I ever got was this one from the 2-pack. And she comes with Newt. Awesome. That was actually my first NECA figure. And what a wonderful introduction. I love this figure to this day. Let's see. And the next one I picked up, let's see, we'll set her over here for now. And next we have Ripley from Alien 3. And you can see what I mean with how glossy their faces are. And next up we have this Ripley, again with the glossy face there. And then this Ripley, which I expected to be a little better. This is another one from the 40th anniversary line. And I was really excited to have this figure. I missed the first one, and the price is pretty high on her. And man, I think they really just dropped the ball on her face. They always make her mouth look weird, and then she looks like she's sunburnt, and it's kind of glossy. Even with the photo reel, it looks weird, in my opinion. I'm not trying to hate, just being honest. But here we have the newest one, and I think they finally got it. Look at that. In my opinion, that is the best likeness to Sigourney Weaver that we have in figure form, to my knowledge. Look at the ones in the back; they don't even compare. Like, so good job, Neca. Thank you for getting it right and getting it better. You know, at least, you know, if it's not perfect to some, it's definitely an improvement. And Neca, I see you improving in so many ways. It makes me happy. You guys rule. But anyways, that's going to do it for Ripley for now. Let's go ahead and move on to the Geiger alien. And here we have the final figure of the wave, and that is the H.R. Geiger alien. And again, you see we have the Kenner style packaging. Get this cool image of the alien right here. We got the big guy hanging out right there, and our little face hugger. We get that 40th anniversary logo at the top. And again with the alien on the side there. And then on the other side, with this cool little image there. And for the back here, we have this cool image of the figure up here. Gonna get the same bio again. And then here we have another look at all the other figures in the line. And the ones I need to get is this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. Got all the other ones, and there's even a couple other ones that aren't pictured on the back here. So, but anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get him open and check this big guy out. And here is the Geiger alien out of the packaging. And this guy looks really cool. I think that Neca did a great job with the paintwork and the idea of kind of representing the art of H.R. Geiger. Look at the top of that, looks really cool. Look at that. Yeah. I love that you can kind of see through the plastic in some areas, and the tones. I like the muted tones. I was gonna get the big chap, but I went with this guy instead, and I'm glad I did because the other guy was so glossy. I definitely like the more muted vibe of this guy, especially his head. His head is incredible. The camera really doesn't do it justice. Like, it's so nice in hand, and this guy is huge. It's hard to get him all on here. He is pretty much the same as the big chap. I think it's the same mold. And then also the same as the prototype, the first alien, like for the alien from wave 1 of the 40th anniversary wave or line. It's the it's kind of like transparent, kind of creamish colored. It's really cool. It's the same mold as that one as well. And I have those guys posed just right, and I don't want to mess them up right now, so that's why I'm not bringing them down for a comparison. But this guy's awesome. He is, I think, yeah, this guy's gonna be my favorite. I love this whole wave. This whole wave has been incredible. I love all 3 of these figures so much. And then the whole 40th line, the fact that they put out so many figures that I missed the first time around, and then the improvements they made. It's nice to finally have them in my collection, especially the Ripley with the compression suit. But yeah, you could see the detail on this guy is just incredible. And let's see, we'll set him up back here for a second. And he only comes with one thing, but that is just fine, because actually, believe it or not, I don't have one of these yet. And I have a face hugger finally. So yeah, looking pretty sweet. He's got a little bendy wire in his tail, so you can bend that around. Detail on the bottom there. Yeah, this guy's awesome. But that's the only accessory he has. And so let's go ahead and go over his articulation here. And at the top of the head here, get a ball joint there, and there's nothing at the base of the neck, and the jaw opens to reveal the second mouth there. It goes back in. To get it to stay out, you pull it out until it sticks, and then it'll kind of stay in position. Oop, you're not supposed to pull it out that far. And it might have just broke it. I bet I can fix it. Yeah, there we go. You don't want to pull it all the way out. But it's supposed to just stay in place once you pull it to a certain place, and then pop it back in, close his mouth. Whew, so glad I didn't break him. That sounds scary too. I need to heat him up. For the shoulders, get the hinge and swivel a little tight, so I would recommend heating them up. And get the double jointed elbows. And no bicep, but you can turn here at the elbow. And then we get a hinge and swivel for the wrists. And then we get this diaphragm here. It's actually like a little above the waist. And that is all we get there, but that's, you get enough. Like, you get a good range of motion with that. And then for the legs that are really tight here, up like that, back, listen to that. But this is an older mold, I believe. Double jointed knees, kicking his booty. And we get the ankle rocker, and it is on a little ball, so it gets all over the place. I like that. And then we're also going to get a toe joint. And for his tail, he has a bendy wire in there, and it'll bend all over. So yeah, I'm gonna heat him up though. I don't like that sound he's making. But yeah, we'll get to that at some point. Definitely, I would recommend heating yours up before you go moving them around like I'm doing. I'm being dumb right now. But thankfully nothing has broken. So yeah, this guy is awesome. Very happy to have him. And I will be very happy when I complete this 40th anniversary line. Yeah. Let's see, let's bring the rest of them in here. There's Lambert. And got Ripley over here. Pretty solid wave. I am pretty happy here. I'm gonna go ahead and give the whole wave a 9 out of 10. We'll do a 8 out of 10 for Lambert and for Ripley. The suits are reused. The faces look great. And the articulation's a little rough. I almost want to give them a 7 because of that, but they are old bodies. Neca has made a lot of updates, so they're making improvements. So I'm going to go ahead and give them an 8 because they've seen the error of their ways, and they keep improving, and it never stops. So you guys are awesome. And then the Geiger alien, I'll go ahead and he's kind of like a mix between a 7 and an 8 too, just based on the stiffness of the joints. But he's really solid. I need to heat him up, and then we'll be rocking. But the details and the paint work is pretty good. The places where it's a little sloppy on the two ladies, I think it works for weathering on their suits. So I'm not going to nitpick that too much, and I'm not going to give them a strike for that. So really solid wave. I highly recommend it. If you're an Aliens fan, if this movie like meant anything to you, you gotta have these figures. That's how I feel. But yeah, I think I covered everything. This is kind of a longer video, but I wanted to include the whole wave together. I don't know if I've really done that before. And it's just 3 figures, so nothing crazy like a Marvel Legends wave. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I really do appreciate you watching. And yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I've got new videos coming. And until next time, take good care.